Cold and flu season will be here before you know it. Let's take advantage of these fresh elderberries and make some immune-boosting elderberry syrup. Come on, I'll show you how. The most important thing that you need to know is you have to clean these berries very well. You don't want any stems left at all. As long as you finesse them off gently, the stems won't break off anyway. The stems and the leaves are the most toxic part of an elderberry plant. So after I pick these all clean, I put them in a bowl with water and make sure to get all the stems off. When you put them in a bowl of water, any debris will float to the top. I'm adding blackberries here. I'll also add blueberries and cranberries. Blueberries are a superfood and full of antioxidants. Like, they are the fruit with the most antioxidants and vitamins packed into one little tiny bite. That's why they're considered a superfood. Cranberries are another powerful antioxidant, and they're packed with vitamins C, E, and K. I got a bunch at the end of season last year, and I got them for 25 cents a bag. So I got them in my freezer for hard times, or for times like this. They came in really handy today. Cranberries are also great at protecting your heart, lowering your risk for heart disease, as well as protecting your kidneys and your urinary tract. Cranberries are great for urinary tract infections, but cranberries with no sugar added. Sugar feeds that UTI infection. You don't really need exact measurements. Whatever fruit that you put in the pot, you just want to make sure that you cover it with water, because you're trying to extract all the goodness from those berries. We're going to use the juice from a whole lemon and the zest. You want to zest it before you juice it. In this recipe, it's so versatile. You can really add anything that you want and take away anything that you don't like. Everything I'm using today is antibacterial, antiviral, anti-carcinogenic, antifungal, and an antioxidant. And antioxidants protect your cells from free radicals, from all the damage being thrown at it every day, as well as help heal your cells from the damage that you've already done to it over the years. Lemons boost the immune system, help aid in digestion, protects your kidneys from kidney stones, and improves the health of your skin. And if you happen to squeeze some seeds in there, no worries, because you're going to strain this out when you're done anyway. There's going to be a lot of seeds in there, not just from the lemons, but from the other fruits too that you're going to need to strain out. Did you know that your entire immune system lives in your gut? And that's why you want to take as good care of your gut as you can, because that is truly where all your health is. It is in your gut. And that's why food is truly medicine, because anything that you put in your body is going to directly affect the way that you feel. Make sure you're using organic ingredients. Ceylon cinnamon. Don't use just regular cinnamon. Make sure to get Ceylon cinnamon. There is a difference. Ceylon cinnamon is the true cinnamon, the first real cinnamon. It's what all cinnamon used to be. Now they replaced it with something that could actually damage your liver if you consume too much of it. Yes, regular old generic cinnamon can be toxic. I just added a tablespoon, but you could definitely add more to taste if you wanted to. This is going to be more than enough for the health benefits that I'm looking for. And then I'm just going to add like a handful of these organic cloves, if I can ever get them open. Clove is antibacterial and antifungal, antiviral, and loads of other health benefits that I'm sure I don't even know about. I know it repels away pests in the garden. I shop at Whole Foods and I look for organic ingredients, and I could not find any ginger root. Like, they had no actual root. I had to get it frozen and minced. Well, it'll have to do, I guess. I'm gonna put 3 of these little cubes in there. I don't know what that equals to. I'm guessing it equals to about an inch or so if you have just regular old ginger. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing here. If you have regular ginger, you want about an inch. And you can roughly chop it up and just throw it in there. Or you can grate it if you really want to, but you don't have to. Ginger's another one of those natural superfoods. It's anti-inflammatory. It's great for your gut health. It actually soothes the gut. If you have stomach issues, ginger is great to help soothe your stomach. It helps with nausea like you wouldn't believe. Ginger supplements mostly don't work because they're not really ginger. They're full of a bunch of filler crap because they don't want to give you the real thing. This is the real star of the show, the star anise. I'm just going to throw like 4 or 5 of them in there. I don't know. Whatever you think. I measure with my heart, but I'll leave the real recipe pinned in the comments of this video. If you're somebody that needs measurements, I'll give you measurements. And even though this is a medicine, you want it to taste good, so I'm going to add some molasses for flavor and sweetness. I'm adding a tablespoon. That's not going to be in the recipe that I'm giving you, but like I said, you can add or take away whatever you want or don't want. As long as the elderberries are in there, you're going to have medicinal properties no matter what. All the ingredients are in there. Started to simmer, so we're gonna let this go for a little bit. You have to let elderberries boil for at least 30 minutes to get rid of all the cyanide-like compounds in the berries. Now you're gonna strain out the seeds at the end, so don't worry. The seeds are where most of the cyanide-ish stuff is. I promise you it's totally safe when you're done cooking it. We'll be back after it reduces by half. So take note of the lines in your pan if you have measurements, because that'll help you a lot know when it's reduced by half. Or just, take note in your mind. I'm going to let this boil for at least 30 minutes or until it reduces by half, because elderberries can be toxic. Black elderberries is what you want. Black elderberries are not toxic. It's a seed inside of them that can be toxic and produce cyanide, or the compound similar to cyanide. The leaves and stems are also toxic, so that's why you saw me being meticulous, picking every little stem out, and you want to do that. You want to get all the stems out. The stems and the leaves are more toxic than any other part of the plant. But those same compounds that make it toxic is what makes it so medicinal too. And that's why if you boil it for at least 30 minutes, you'll get all that stuff out and it'll be safe to eat. You just want to stir it every now and then while it's simmering. Don't boil it. Let it simmer for about 30-45 minutes or until it's reduced by half. And I'll show you what we got when we come back. Alright, it's been 30 minutes and we're back. I did stir this a couple times during those 30 minutes, but this is what we got. Oh, let me show you what it's looking like after 30 minutes. It's reduced by almost half. I'm going to just smash the rest of these cranberries and blueberries and blackberries up, like on the side of the pan like this. And let it go about 15 more minutes. And there's two different ways you can sweeten this. If you're going to use honey, like some good local honey that hasn't been processed, because if you're using honey, that's what you need to use. You don't want to put this in at the beginning, and boil it in there, because if you boil honey, you're boiling all the good properties out. You don't want to heat honey up too hot. Now you can warm it up just a little bit if it starts to crystallize, and that'll get it all loose and liquidy again. And that's what you've been seeing me do over here on my stove, because I have some comb honey that I'm going to finish this jar, and this is just warm. You can stick your finger in it. It's not hot at all. I just had it sitting in this pan to get warm so that it would loosen up and liquefy again. Because honey will literally stay good forever, and that's going to be a natural preservative in your syrup. But if you don't have any good local honey and you just want to use sugar, because yes, you do need something to sweeten this, or it's going to be really bitter and you're not going to like the taste. You can use regular raw sugar. You can put that in at the beginning, and that'll help to solidify and make it thicker too as it boils down. But after 30 minutes, the elderberries are safe and not toxic anymore. Anytime that you're making anything medicinal with some kind of food product, you don't want to heat it too hot for too long, because heating things is what kills the good properties in it. And that's why a lot of the stuff at the store that used to be nutritious is no longer nutritious, because they have heated it, processed it, and pasteurized it to death until it has no nutrients left in it. And that's why it's really important to make as much at home as you can, because you know what's in it. And you can keep all the good health benefits if you want to. You can use a coffee strainer if that's all you got, but you got to strain all these seeds out of here, because that is what can actually make you sick. It can be like cyanide. Now for this part, if you don't have a strainer bag, you can use a cheesecloth or some other kind of fine mesh strainer. But you're going to have to push into the berries, into the mash that you just made. And after you've got it all strained out, that's when you want to add the honey, if you're going to add honey. And warm it back up just enough to dissolve the honey. You don't really want to get it hot to preserve the medicinal properties in the honey. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla here, just for flavor. And this is what the finished product looks like. Yes, it's thin, but that's okay. It's still a concentrated product. It's thin because I didn't add sugar and I added honey at the end. And when you're jarring this up, you want to make sure that your jars are sanitized. Make sure to use a glass jar. I'm using this dark amber jar because it will keep this good longer. As long as you keep it out of direct sunlight and out of extreme heat or cold, this is going to stay good just sitting on your pantry shelf for at least a year. Probably a lot longer than that, but I know it'll stay good for at least a year. I poured this into my jar while it was still hot after I wiped the rims with vinegar. That's important for sanitation. I got mine just a little bit too full, so I had to dump some out, because you want at least a 1/2 inch space at the top where you don't have anything at all. I have a space of empty space. So since I did that, I had to do my sanitation steps again and wipe the rim off with vinegar again. But since I am jarring this up while it's still hot, when I put the lid on and then it cools while the lid's on there, it'll like suction it down so that it seals the lid onto the jar without actually having to can anything, like in a water bath or whatever. I've never canned anything, so I don't know. I guess you would do it in a water bath or a pressure or something or another. Is that right? Let me know in the comments if that's right or if I'm just totally wrong. But this is my long-term storage jar, and then I have another jar that I'm not even going to worry about wiping off with vinegar because we're going to use it right away. My son's been sick. He's like got a job and out in the world and bringing germs home all the time. So I'm going to make sure that I'm taking this right now every day. Everybody in the house is about to take this every day. Because nobody wants to be sick. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got stuff to do, and I know you do too. And that's why you need to make this syrup to keep yourself feeling your best. Plus, it's anti-inflammatory, so it's going to help pain too. Because you know, all pain is caused from inflammation. You don't even want to know how psyched I was to get these elderberries. I actually got all these elderberries for free. There's a little farm down the street in the middle of the city that I get my farm fresh eggs from. This guy, he's got to be in his 80s. We spotted this elderberry tree while we were there, and we were like, is that elderberries? He said, yeah, you want them? Go on and get them. So me and my husband walked over, and we got all of them that we could reach. I actually have a video of it here, and you can go check it out on my profile. It's the cutest little farm, and you can see us picking these elderberries and everything. If you've ever wondered what urban farming looks like in the middle of a big city, just go check out my page and go check out that video. It's like the cutest thing ever. And in case this is the first time you're seeing me, my name's Chrissy, and I teach people how to be healthier in their everyday life and to be non-toxic in their everyday life, and just how easy it can be to get your whole entire life non-toxic. It's not as hard as you think. And there's an app called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. You can actually scan your products, and it'll tell you what's bad in it, what it's doing to your body, and at the bottom it'll show you a better choice of something similar to the thing that you were just scanning. It's a totally free app, and it's such a useful tool when you're trying to get and be healthier and non-toxic. It's crazy what they put in our food these days. It can't even be considered food. Now at the store, this much elderberry syrup is going to cost you like $100 or more. But you just made it for a fraction of the cost, and you know what ingredients are in it because you made it yourself. And now to prevent illness and give you an immunity boost, you just want to take like a tablespoon a day for adults and a teaspoon a day for kids. If you know that you're going to be around people that's been sick or it's cold and flu season, you're going to want to take this as a preventative. But if you forgot to take it and you do get sick, this is going to boost your immunity and help you get over that illness faster. I hope that you'll try it, and let me know in the comments if you've ever had it before. Did it help? What's your experience with elderberry syrup? Or elderberries in general. And now that you have this syrup, you can turn this into a gummy if you want to get your kids to take it. But it tastes really good because it's got berries and sugar in it. Who doesn't like berries and sugar? Believe me, your kids are going to ask for this. I'll leave this recipe and the exact instructions pinned in the comments. And if you're not already, subscribe for more healthy, non-toxic lifestyle tips.